Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we have got a lineup of jokes for you that are guaranteed to crack you up. Let's straight dive into the fun. Jalban.
A young woman brought her fiancé home to meet her parents for the first time. Dinner went well, but afterward her mother quietly nudged her husband and whispered, "You need to have a talk with that young man and find out what his plans are." So the father invited the fiancé into his study. Once they were seated, he got right to the point. "So, son, what do you plan to do for a living?" The young man smiled. "I'm studying theology. I hope to dedicate my life to biblical studies and ministry." The father nodded politely. "That's admirable. But how do you plan to provide a home for my daughter?" The fiancé answered confidently. "I have faith. God will provide." The father raised an eyebrow. "All right. And what about a wedding ring?" "God will provide." "And furniture?" "God will provide." "What about children?" "Raising a family can be expensive." The young man never missed a beat. "God will provide for that too." For the next several minutes, every practical question received exactly the same answer. God will provide. Eventually, the conversation ended and the fiancé went home. Later that evening, the mother asked, "Well, what did you think of him?" The father sighed, leant back in his chair, and said, "The good news is he thinks I'm God." One afternoon, a man was driving through the countryside when he spotted a magnificent horse standing in a farmer's field. The animal looked strong, healthy, and absolutely beautiful. The man pulled over and walked up to the fence. "That's a fine-looking horse," he said. "I'll give you $500 for him." The farmer shook his head. "He doesn't look so good, and he isn't for sale." But the man couldn't take his eyes off the horse. "Come on," he said. "I'll give you $1,000. The farmer shrugged. "Well, I told you he doesn't look so good, but if you want him that badly, he's yours." The man happily handed over the money and led the horse away. The very next day, he stormed back onto the farm furious. "You cheated me," he yelled. "That horse is blind." The farmer looked at him calmly and replied, "Well, I told you he didn't look so good, didn't I?" My sister asked me to take off her clothes. So I took off her shirt. Then she said, "Take off my skirt." I took off her skirt. "Take off my shoes." I took off her shoes. "Now take off my bra and panties." And so I took them off. Then she looked at me and said, "I don't want to catch you wearing my things ever again."